will truly believe that we do not need to regret the OpenAI transitions towards a profit structures. What is profit structures? It would be look like profit structures is a structures that you already oriented for the monies that will inject your performance in your industry, for examples. So what is our needs from right now? We live in a modern society where everyone would like to change, where everyone would like to involve their modernity, and after all of that they make a different society things. So it's very good for our humanity, because people would like to understand how the world it's literally works in right now. Not we just have an, maybe I would like to say in a past perspective, but we could growing ourselves in that. So proud to oppose. But let me have a reaction of all of this. How's the characterization of the peoples that already lives in this modern era? The peoples that been changed by AI is a consequence of modernity. If the prop would like to say it's a cause of restructurization to profit structures, it's very unnecessary, because peoples that have skills couldn't easily be replaced by them. If we talk in history, there is many things that would like to prove about this. How many peoples that already been died in industrial reformations? How many peoples that would be PHK for the reformation of industry, for examples? There's many people that would be sacrificed to have a scientific growth. So instead of that, AI just be the same, right? If we talk in history, people's already been died for this. It's because they are sacrificing their life. There is because a modernity that happens about the science. It's gonna be some like in like this, because AI era itself not become a profit structure. It's because expenditures of each company that always sees something in a profit. So it's a cost and efficiency, not an anti-social program. So science growth need a social sacrifice, not about how we don't care, but it's about how human could make a progress. We need a progress in this era. How you could imagine there is many things that already be implemented from the reformation industry that we already implemented in this era, but how people live in the futures, it's because they are already knows what we are growing in this era. So that it's very important for us to inject more money to our company to growing up our product. So it's not unnecessary. So it's very unnecessary if the proposition would like to say it's anti-social program. It would be a bad program for all of the people that been non-job because AI. But you can imagine what is the consequence of the modernity. The consequence of the modernity is people would be sacrificed by AI. People would like to be sacrificed by reformation of industry in the history. So what we need right now is adapt. We need to adapt, so people would like to have a new skills that couldn't be replaced by AI. What are things that people can be replaced? They are making a good prompt. They are already been contributed in law, and they are could make a wisdoms that AI could not be produced. So what our needs right now, it's growing our skill instead of we depending on AI. So the profit structures of AI, it's not necessary for us to worry. It's things that we could have emphasis our skills in this part, so you could not be easily substituted by AI. Second, panels notice how do you would like to live right now, because with this technology, it's because the industrial reformation before, but AI is literally gonna be more big again for nowadays, so that the next gen could live with technology. Imagine if you just have been far away from AI, so all of that AI could not be growing. The next generations would like to say that AI is their rival, or AI is their opponent, for examples. So by adapting it to our life, by inject AI to our life, we could be friends with AI, and after all of that, we could adapt, and there is no case of a non-job things because happens because AI. Second of all, the people that worry about using AI could endangering human life, for examples, aren't that important because they are new that exclusiveness of AI using could make human gonna be far away from depending on it. Instead of that, profit structures company have and contributions towards AI that somebody is wanted to go using it could pay. So the good is going to be more relevant for the company that needs a product design, researchers who to ask opinion and another things like we just have an aerodynamic in cars that be designed for AI, that be designed by AI. So after all of that, that people would minimize the human error of that. So AI is currently usable for the people who really needs of it. So people would like to know how AI is very good for their life. They could be helpful for their company, for example. So all of that, the conclusion is, in this era, AI massively be used by all of the peoples that could make them have a fake reputation, for example. There are many cases of AI just be make a bad reputation for someone who already been edited by AI. But by exclusiving it for someone to pay, they want to think for the second times. How many people that would like to paying for the second times for making memes, for examples? How many people that would like to pay it for making someone feel bad, for example? So the exclusiveness of using profit structure is to reduce the using of wrong AI. Instead of it, if the proposition argues that it will be more dangerous because the big company would like to buy AI, for examples, it's not unnecessary. It's unnecessary because they need to growing up their product instead of they just using it for doing a memes things. Let's move to the setups. People's already too much using AI in this era. People that live in this era rely on it. That's why they are not having skills. So they're easily substituted by AI. So when it will be in a structure that people already depends on it, people would like to say that, oh, I'm already have an AI, so I would like to submit it with AI. But when it goes exclusive, people would try to think, how could I growing up my skills? How could I not depend on it? But people in this era, in status quo, already knew that, oh, it's okay to using AI for these things. It's using AI for search and mathematical answer, for examples. People already state like that, but by exclusively using AI for company, for examples, they are new. There's a limitation in AI that already been regulated, for examples, because people already hear what the problems that already been stated by an investor, for example. What we aim for the profit structures, we aim that AI must be valuable for the peoples that already been truly believes for this. We aim that people's already been know how AI is already been good for the future, for examples. First, let's move to the argument. We need a growth. That's why we are listening towards people that are already capable for making a product. Imagine you are going to listen to for all of the employees and there is no growth. So we truly believe that AI would like to make people truly being wonderful in this time, because people need a growth, right, in this technology. People need a massively use of AI, for examples. But by regulating it by the profit structures, people would like to know that I'm using AI for my job, not I'm using AI for just answering a question or for just making a memes, for example. That's why I'm proud to oppose.